Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and this one is a very special one because the character we're going to be reviewing is a secret character in Secret of the Mimic, and that is Sleepy Moon. This guy is terrifying. If you guys don't know who Sleepy Moon is, he's basically like the Moon.exe character. He's the guy who you have to escape in that little mini game, and he also has a section underground where he sings lullabies to you and chases you around, which is super terrifying. And this is my rendition of the plush. He looks so ugly, but I think that is the exact point. But before we get into a closer view on this guy, remember, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh my god, he's already tipping over. Leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot, guys. This week, hopefully by the end of this week, I'm gonna be reviewing a very special character, one that you guys have been asking for a lot, with a big hat. Hopefully that gets out this week, but if not, I'm gonna push it till next week. But speaking of next week is part 1 of Secret of the Mimic, the series, so check that out when it comes out. Stay tuned, guys, be patient. I'm trying to make this as cool as possible, so yeah. But without further ado, let's get a closer look at Sleepy Moon. So here we have the jolly guy, and look at him, he looks so ugly. Unfortunately, he can't stand because he's a giant circle, so he can't really stand. His legs, though, they can stand him up a bit. Not really. But you guys can obviously see that his legs were taken from a moon plushie. I bought an extra moon just to get the legs, because in game they look exactly the same, so I was like, hey, might as well just use them. The arms, however, I made because they are a different color than the moon plush that Funko uses. It's literally just like opposite colors. But yeah, I used Minky and Fleece actually for the top of the arm because I couldn't find a good Minky color that matches this color well enough. The other one was too light or too green with a green undertone, and it didn't look good, so I chose just to go with Fleece. But he has a little band around his hands, and yeah, the arms and legs were pretty simple. They didn't take me long at all, but the main draw of this guy is the face, the ugly face. So what I did first, I attached this bottom lip with the teeth. I feel like that was a good basis to get started. After that, I did this top row of teeth with all these colors are different colors of beiges. Oh my god, if you just look at him just dead on, he looks insane. I also outlined it with this brown fine point Sharpie just for extra detailing and extra depth. He's got a little indent for his chin, I guess. His nose is just a piece of felt, but with Sharpie down here, so then you can see he has nostril holes. His eyes are big and crazy. He's got tiny little pupils though, that are made out of the same beige as the nose and the teeth. His eyebrows are made of the same fabric, and the cheeks, all this detailing, it looks kind of it looks printed, which is really cool. Basically I Sharpie for all this, a fine point Sharpie. I was very careful, but for these cheek pieces I got another fine point Sharpie, a little pink one, and just did little squiggles around until I got this shape, and after that I smudged it so then it wouldn't be as prominent. I did the same thing for the nose just to give it a sharper look. Yeah, I think this guy looks awesome. There's nothing on the back. I mean, not really, just the seam I used to flip him and stuff him. Looks kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie, but you won't even be paying attention to the back. But yeah, his face is just terrifying. I would have gone with just because there's two versions of this guy. Here, let me put him up here. There's this version, which is the model, I guess, without the glowing moon face, so it just looks like his actual colors. And then there's the glowing one that you see in game. So I decided to go with the glowing one because it's the one you actually see in game and the one that chases you around. So yeah, and then he also resembles the Moon.exe a little more than the actual model. But I decided to go with that because it was easier to do that rendition in a 2D face than the other one. But I think he turned out very nice, very scary, very crazy looking. But the last little thing is his hat. So I got Moon's hat and then just cut it up into a tiny little piece. I folded it and put a little puffball at the end. with a red band and then glued it. You can see here's a mistake from when I first glued the hat. I glued it too forward and to the side, to my liking. So I literally took it off and then put it back here. I know you can't really see him. Let me tilt up the camera because he is pretty big. If you compare him to the Moon plushie from Funko, he's about the same size if he's sitting down, and if you compare him to a normal FNAF plush, he's about the same size. So he is pretty on par with the other characters, which is funny. This guy just looks crazy and he just doesn't fit in at all because he's just a giant ball with legs and arms. But you know, Sleepy Moon is terrifying and I love him. I love him for it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. There's not much to say about a giant ball with legs. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. I know I already said that, but you know guys, it helps me out so much. Check out the other videos on the playlist for Secret of the Mimic plush reviews. And comment down below who you want to see next. If that is Chica, like the Party Time Chica, or another costume. I will be reviewing Miss Helpful soon because I did make that and you guys saw a short about it. But yeah, other than that, I will see you all in the next time. Goodbye.